it's me Therese, and for this video, we will be talking about senior high school in STC. Well, I decided to create this video because lately I've been seeing a lot of questions about senior high, and I thought maybe I could help through my experience and the experiences of my batchmates last year. But just a little disclaimer, since there will be innovations for the incoming grade 11 students, obviously your experience might be different from what we experienced last year. But I think essentially grade 11 will still be the same, and so grade 11 students, this is your tape. So last night, I asked people to leave questions in my askfm that I can answer in this video. And actually, one of the questions that I have received is about the school supplies, the uniform, and stuff like that. Okay, so for the school supplies, honestly, you don't need that much stuff. As long as you have something to write on, something to write with, and something that would keep your papers together, then you're good to go. However, I suggest that you guys use binder notebooks, the ones with a lot of divisions, just because it's more convenient for you guys to organize your notes, and it's a lot easier to carry because you will be changing from one classroom to the other every after period, so it's going to be more convenient for you, and you don't actually have to go all out with your file organizers because in senior high school we don't really have portfolios like what we did before in junior high where we had folders and stuff, so you don't really have to carry with you like the big file organizers. So for the uniform, if you guys actually read the information booklet that they gave out this year, you would see that the senior high school students are only allowed to wear 1/2 inch to 1 inch high heels. And I suggest that you guys actually follow that. Don't go for 2 inches or 1.5 inches or something like that, because there will be teachers who would say that your shoes are too high for school and so they are inappropriate and stuff like that. And trust me, you want to save yourself from that. So just follow what's in the booklet. Next, honestly, in senior high school, you will have longer breaks and you will have more breaks. Usually, you will have 2-hour breaks, 3-hour breaks even, I mean, if you're lucky enough. And I am telling you, it's fun to rest during those times, but you would thank yourself later if you actually use those times to study or read, because in senior high school you can expect that you will be doing a lot of schoolwork than ever, and so if you can save yourself a few minutes of extra sleep, you would definitely need that. So maximize your time during your breaks. And about your schedule, you don't have to worry about that because they will be giving out your schedule on your first day of school, and you should also expect that there are certain days where your dismissals are not the same, and that is because of the availability of your professors. So you don't really have to compare your schedule. Everyone gets the same number of hours a week. So yeah, it's important that you guys actually develop a culture of reading, because in senior high school they will be giving a lot of handouts and they are more on the independent learning kind of thing, which basically means that during discussions, your professors or your teachers will not actually make an effort to discuss again like basic ideas, basic principles. So they would expect that you already know those things. So if you don't read, it will be kind of difficult for you guys to keep up with your lessons and stuff. And also, in senior high school, you will be writing a lot of things, and another way to improve your writing is to read good books. So yeah, especially in the second semester, there will be moments where you just tell yourself, no, ubusan na ako ng English. Honestly, we still have advisors in senior high, but strand advisors, not really class advisors. Our homeroom periods are kind of joined. There are 2 sections in one classroom for homeroom. And last year, we had to go to school a bit earlier than usual just to meet our advisors. So yeah, I think we met thrice a week. There are no more seat plans in senior high school. You can sit wherever you want, whenever you want. You can change seats every period, every week, every day. Whatever, it's up to you. But there are some teachers who actually want to memorize the name of their students, and so they would ask you to sit by class number. But aside from that, there are no special seating arrangements like in junior high school, so you can sit wherever you want. People thought at some point that in senior high school we're allowed to bring our laptops anytime we want to, but it's basically the same with junior high. You also have to secure a permit from your subject teacher and then bring your laptop to school. But I suggest that if you're bringing your laptop to school, bring a pocket Wi-Fi with you, because most of the time the Wi-Fi in the senior high school building is not working and you would always need an internet connection if you're bringing your laptop to school. Your first day of school will be spent on a very long orientation about senior high school, and you will only get to meet your teachers or attend your classes in the afternoon. And so, all you have to bring is a pen and a notebook and you're good to go. However, in the afternoon, don't be surprised if your teachers don't greet you, okay? Because most of your teachers are college professors, and so they don't really do the good morning class and please sit kind of thing. So if they don't greet you, have the initiative to greet them as a class or individually at least. But don't just sit and be rude on the first day of school. Even though they're not expecting you to greet them, just be polite enough to greet them. Last year, you guys saw us join the dance production and the intrams. And for the intrams, if you guys are wondering how we managed to do it, you honestly have to do like the double body thing, and the major minor rules still apply, so you just have to be very strategic as to how you will ask your classmates to play. Dance Pro, it's still the same. It's no longer kasamahan, it's now called kabalikatan, and we had to group ourselves based on our interest, if you want to help the environment or if you want to help the people around you, and then if you want to go for the environment, what kind of plan of action do you want to do, or for the people, what kind of plan of action. And then from there, you have to group yourselves and partner up with already existing organizations outside school, and you have to do activities with them to keep your organization going. That's how we did the kabalikatan thing last year. Someone actually asked me how I managed my time last year because I was also part of the student council. Unfortunately, I can't give you a specific way on how you should do that, but as a tip, I suggest you try to discover your period of productivity. This is the time of the day when you are very productive, very focused, and mine is at around 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. So I nap first when I get home from school, and I just start working at around 10 p.m. onwards. So yeah, that worked for me. You have to remember that grade 11 is a period of transition for everyone, including your teachers. So it's okay to make mistakes. It's important that you create an environment where people would feel like it's okay to learn from their own experiences. Next is be responsible of your time. Honestly, guys, in senior high school, your teachers won't make an effort to look for you if you're not in class. And we no longer follow the electric bell, so it's more difficult for us to hear our bell. And since we have different breaks, you can't just expect people to go up all together to their classes. Okay, so down to our last tip. So sometime within the year, you might feel like you don't belong in your strand simply because you want to pursue a different career in the future, or you want to take up a different college course. Well, the good news is you don't have to feel alone or sad or stuff, because that is normal. I had friends of mine last year who felt the same way, and the beauty of that is the strands only differ by 2 subjects. So if you really want to pursue what you have in mind, then I think you should go for it. You shouldn't let your strand hinder you from becoming the person you really want to be. So with that, thank you very much, and I'm Therese, and I hope I was able to help you guys, and see you around next year.